glacier monitoring and ecological environment protection. Located at China-Nepal border, with its northern part located in Shikase Prefecture of Tibet Autonomous Region, Mount Qomolangma is recognized as a symbol of the friendship of the two countries. According to a joint statement signed between the two countries last October, the two sides will promote cooperation in different fields, including addressing climate change and protecting the environment, and jointly announce the height of Mount Qomolangma and conduct scientific researches. China's remeasurement of the mountain comes at a year that marks the 60th anniversary of human beings to reach the summit of Mount Qomolangma via the North Ridge. On May the 25th, 1960, three young Chinese mountaineers, Wang, Xinhua, and Gongbu, accomplished the task of ascending the world's highest peak from its difficult northern slope for the first time in human history. Since that historic climb, numerous expeditions have made their way up to Qomolangma's summit. In 1975, ethnic Tibetan Pandu became the first Chinese woman to ascend Mount Qomolangma. On 2008, the Olympic flame was carried to the top of Mount Qomolangma in an emotional highlight of the Beijing 2008 Olympic Games torch relay. Historical records and surveying instruments show that Chinese researchers were the first to conduct surveys at the world's highest mountain, Qomolangma. According to experts, from 1715 to 1717, Chinese surveyors used scientific methods for surveying and marked the mountain on a map, and the name Qomolangma first appeared in Huang Yu Quanlan Tu, or Atlas of the whole imperial territory, in 1721. The map was made during the reign of Emperor Kangxi of the Qing dynasty. In the Tibetan language, Qomolangma represents the mother goddess. Previously, the measurement team were delayed twice due to the risk of avalanches and bad weather. Today, the team seized the current weather window and successfully reached the summit of Mount Qomolangma and remeasured the height of the world's tallest peak. Now we are going to watch a short video of the Chinese measurement team's successfully ascent of Mount Qomolangma, and then we'll follow my colleague Yi Zhi to explore the top of the world, Mount Qomolangma, in a mountain museum located in Lhasa, capital of southwest China's Tibet Autonomous Region. So here we go.
我们现在接到前方的信号，康主任，我们一起来看一下，这是最新传回的今天刚刚登顶的一刹那的瞬间的画面。
祝贺！祝贺！祝贺！我是寿山高级向导，新华社在野记者。今天是2020年5月27日，我现在站在珠穆朗玛峰顶上。首先，我祝福祖国繁荣富强，世界人民身体健康。
Hello ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Xinhua Live. This time we have come to the roof of the world, the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, with an average elevation of 4,500 meters. The Qinghai Tibet Plateau features imposing mountain range that harbor the world's highest peak, Mount Qomolangma. And today we'll explore the mysterious and splendid mountain range, the Himalaya and the Mount Qomolangma in a museum. So now we are at the Xinhua Mountain Museum in Lhasa, capital city of southwest China's Tibet Autonomous Region. At an altitude of about 3,600 meters, Lhasa is one of the world's highest cities. And today we are very lucky and very honored to have curator of the Mountain Museum, Nijun, join us. Good morning, Nijun. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So we have seen the name of this mountain museum, Xinhua, is in Tibetan. So what does it mean in Tibetan language?
In Tibetan, Xinhua means the five sisters of long life and good fortune, and it also refers to the five holy mountains in the Himalayan region, which is the third goddess is also the goddess of the highest mountain in the world, Mount Qomolangma.
Mount Qomolangma. Oh, so it's a very beautiful folk tale about Tibetan culture.
Yeah.
And we have noticed that the building of this museum was designed and built up in traditional style of Tibetan architecture. We can see the white stone tower, all the decorations. So
Yeah.
can you give us a brief introduction of this museum?
Yes, the museum is dedicated to Himalayan culture and Himalayan humanity, with an area covering 5,000 square meters, including the Nature Hall, the Mountaineering History Hall, and the Human Mountaineering Spirit Hall, with also experimental area such as rock climbing and rope climbing. Yeah, please go in and have a look.
Okay, sure.
This way. So here what you can see is our nature hall, which include fossils and precious stones and topography models of the Himalayan region. And so firstly, I would like to show you some of the most important stones that we have in the museum.
Oh, they look like just like normal stones.
Yeah, and
But I guess they must have a lot of story.
count how many there is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm bad in mathematics. It's 14 stones. 14
Yes.
stones.
So these rocks are all collected from the summit of the mountains that are above 8,000 in the world. So it was collected by Rinpoche Sila, who is a member of the Tibet mountaineering team. They've finished the. It's one of the first team that has accomplished all the 8,000 high mountains in the world. So these are very precious, and
Yeah, that's a great achievement. Because they are not only from the mountain of the 14,800ers, they are also from the top of the summit. That means the climbers have to collect them after they reached the top of the mountain. So, well, it's very, very precious. I think it's the most valuable, maybe the most valuable collections in the world. Because
it's really hard.
Yeah, it's really hard to collect all these stones from the mountain.
Yes. So this is the fossils that we've collected in Qin'ou area. Because 40 million years ago, when the Himalaya region is still an ocean, there's many sea lives. And over the years, fossilized two stones that we found them in Qin'ou to prove that Qomolangma wants to be an ocean, right?
Yeah, it's really a huge change after millions of years. The vast ocean turned into the highest plateau, the roof of the world. Yeah, that's amazing.
As you can see in this oil painting is, I'm sure you're very familiar with this animal, right?
Yak.
Yeah.
Yak.
So yak is one of the most representative animals in Tibet, but they're also known as the boat of the plateau. They're the transportations for the mountain climbers to carry all the heavy things, all the equipment. So, and they can be on, they can climb to the mountain up to 6,500
That's
meters.
very high altitude.
Yes, and also very low climate. They can fit in the climate. I think under minus 40 degrees Celsius,
Minus
which
40,
is
wow.
very impressive.
That's extremely cold.
Yeah.
Extremely chilly.
In the past 2 years, they've also helped to carry all the trash down from 6,000 above to the base camp, which is also doing a really great job for the environment. Yeah. So now let's go to see the topography model of Qomolangma.
Oh, it's a sand table to
Yes.
imitate the terrain or topography of the whole Himalaya region.
It's mainly in here. What you can see is two main mountains. That's Qomolangma and the Luozi Mount.
Luozi. It's also a very famous 8,000 mountain.
This red line is the climbing route. So it's showing this is the north side, and from the north side how to reach every camp. All these small flags are where the camps are based.
Yeah, we can see the number on the red flag.
Yes.
C3 means camp 3, and C4 means camp 4. Oh.
Yes.
It seems not very long, the red line, but in reality, it's such a long expedition for climbers to get to their dream place.
Yes. So now let me show you some more history of the climbing history.
Oh, sure.
So upstairs is our mountaineering history hall, and you can see the history and how all the mountaineers have reached
great.
the mountain. So in here, as you can see, all the equipments are from the Alpes area, and mostly all of them are from 18th century.
Oh, it's very old.
Yeah, and from the other gears, you can see they're all mostly handmade, and by very basic material like wood, leather, iron. It's very hard to imagine with all the mountain climbers climbing the mountains with these gears.
Yeah, it's really primitive relative to some climbing tools, modern climbing tools nowadays.
Yeah, this is the collection of one of the most impressive how human being has firstly reached the summit of Qomolangma by Dinzi Norgay and Hillary. Actually, I have a better person to introduce all the rest of the items for you. Who is also a member of the Tibet mountaineering team, Sirin Dendala.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Chinese expedition member first reached the mountain Qomolangma in 1960. 3 members from the Chinese expedition team named Xinhua, Wang and Gongbu. Yeah.
So all these 3 members have ascended to the top of the mountain.
Yeah. Also, now we can look back the history over the 60 anniversary in this year.
So it's in 1960.
Yeah.
So Chinese expedition team first made a successful ascent from. That's very important from the north part. The north face of the Mount Qomolangma to the peak of the mountain. So it's the first time that human beings surmount from the north ridge of the Qomolangma mountain and then get to the top of the mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can see the very old equipment. This is the mountain boot, and this is the water bottle, and we can see the ice picks, and also this is a lamp.
Oh.
And this is sunglasses. Yeah.
So very old style of
Very
lamp.
old.
Yeah. So all all these tools are used by the expedition members in 1960s.
Yeah.
To try to top the summit of Qomolangma.
Yeah. Yes. I climbed the mountain Qomolangma 4 times.
Oh, 4 times.
Yeah, 4 times. Different like avalanche and fruits like snow, big snow and a big storm. We can, how to say, every year when you climb the mountain Qomolangma is many different and many challenge we can face to the many challenge. This is a very important mountaineering equipment. The crampons is take on shoes, and then you can easy to climb the ice wall and the snow, like a snow mountain. So this is a very old crampons from the French, and now we can see the made in China, and also very different crampons.
Look, this one is more than
yeah,
one.
this is how to say, we use it crampons is this one. Yeah, this is a very old crampons, and this
So this pair are used nowadays by mountaineers to climb snow mountain.
Yeah.
So it help mountaineers and climbers to walk or to climb more efficiently and more safely.
Yeah, more safely. And this is also the very light.
Oh, very
light. Yeah, and very light and very stable. Like this is, you can see many years ago, over the 100 years ago, use it like this crampon.
Nowadays it's an antique climbing tools for climbers, maybe in 19th century or 18th century.
Yeah. It's very old equipment.
Yeah.
This is the 1975 Chinese expedition team climbed the mountain Qomolangma, and also at that year, many people say, how high is the mountain Qomolangma? 1975, they made is 8,848.13.
Oh.
Yeah. So
in 1975, this Chinese expedition team, they use a lot of scientific tools to try to measure the real altitude of Mount Qomolangma.
Yeah. Also and we can see this is a camera. 1975 on the summit. This photo is using this one to take, and this is a major tools, and this is the oxygen bottle. This is a pinnacle. Pinnacle is becoming the first woman reaches summit from the north side, and behind is other members. 1975 total 9 people reached the mountain Qomolangma. So we call the 9 hero, and also we can see this painting. This painting is a 9 hero. 9 hero is a total 9 people here, and this is a pinnacle. Yeah. Only one woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's a truly hero.
Yeah.
So it's also teamwork for climbers and mountaineers to cooperate with each other to try to reach the peak of the mountain.
Yeah. This photo is a Chinese Tibet mountaineering expedition for 14 peaks. First team that complete 8,000 in the world.
Oh, it's the first team that complete the 8,000 meter peaks in the world.
Yeah. Also, this team 3 people finished summit 14 peaks, 8,000 over the 8,000 meters. One of them is Bembajashi, and one of them the Chenidoji, and one of the Loza. 3 people finished this expedition. Yeah.
Finished the whole 14 peaks
over the 8,000 meters. Yeah.
But it's also a teamwork of a whole team of the Chinese Tibet mountaineering expedition.
Yeah, and so we can see this is summit the mountain Qomolangma. Yeah, and Annapurna, Manaslu, Buluata, Mountain Broad, and also the Makalu and Chogri K2.
Yeah, it's known as K2. It's very famous.
The 3 people spent 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, it's long. It's really long.
It's very, how to say, it's a very famous and a very different expedition.
So it's not like in common people's imagine that climbing a mountain is just go up to the top and just go down. It's very easy in the imagine of normal people. But actually to conquer to reach the top of a 8,000 snow mountain is really take a lot of efforts.
Yeah, also the three people we said is a group work. Teamwork. Teamwork is a very different and a very difficult expedition. Yeah. And now we can see the other very famous expedition. This is 2008
Beijing Olympic torch relay.
Mountain Qomolangma team. And this is our mountaineering down jacket. So
this
professional.
So this is a full professional garment of climbers.
Yeah.
So this is the full outfit.
This is the logo.
Down jacket.
Logo. Yeah, this is the logo. 2008 Olympic torch relay on the Mountain Qomolangma team, and this is the mountain boot, and this is the crampons. Yeah, crampons. And this is our treasure. Treasure.
Treasure. Yeah, very precious treasure.
Very treasure. 然后来到的 China. 1960 Chinese expedition team tried to climb the Mountain Qomolangma at the 8,700 meters high, the very long and very cliff. Yeah, so they are very difficult to reach the Mountain Qomolangma. So until the 1975 Chinese mountaineering team tried to take this ladder to the 8,700 meter high to erect it there. So this is how we said this is a treasure. Why this is a treasure is helping more than 1,000 people to reach the Mountain Qomolangma top.
It's almost a vertical cliff for climbers. For climbers to reach the top.
2008, we are trying to take down from the 8,700 meters, and we collected the museum. Without this ladder, many people cannot reach the Mountain Qomolangma summit. Also, many people is very dangerous at the Mountain Qomolangma.
Not only help a lot of people to achieve their dream of reaching the top, but also save a lot of people's lives.
Yes.
You have stepped on the top of Qomolangma for 4 times. So why did you want to climb Mount Qomolangma?
Different people have a different answer. For me, I'm the mountaineering guide. So we climb the mountain can improve our our technical, and we can depend on mountaineering, can get the money, or we can left them better. But for the amateur climber, I think for them it's just the challenge themselves. Can reach the Mountain Qomolangma is many people dream, so they climb the Mountain Qomolangma. I think is a challenge themselves. So I think different people have a different answer.
Different people have different aims and maybe different dreams about this world highest peak. So we have learned that up to now there are only maybe thousands of people who have reached the peak of Qomolangma, world's highest summit. So as a climber who have reached the top for 4 times, what's your feeling when you first step on the top of the world?
Very difficult. And we stand Qomolangma top. We have only one we want to do. It's just go back to base camp.
The only thing you want to do is to go back to as quickly as possible to go back to the base camp.
Go back to base camp.
Wow.
So climb Mountain Qomolangma is very dangerous and very tired and very exhausted and very difficult activity. So on top, we just do one thing is take photo 1 minute, and then go back and go down is as quickly as possible like that.
So it's not a very good memory as many people maybe imagine.
So on top is not enough oxygen, and also I spend many energy to climb the top. I reached the top and I exhausted. So other else I need to go down. So go down is a very difficult, very good and very dangerous.
Yeah. So many people said it's not a success to just stand on the top of the mountain. The success is to stand on the top of the mountain and then successfully and safely go back to the base camp.
Low altitude.
Okay, thank you for sharing with us your experience. It's very amazing. It's very amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So today we have explored this amazing mountain museum in Lhasa, one of the highest cities in the world, and we have learned that mountaineering is always, is always a test of human will and human courage. And we believe and we are sure that the stories between human and Mount Qomolangma, the highest peak of the world, will go on.